Lele. All right. Let me tell you how this. All right. So, so let me show you how this life get. I was just fine when I had realized that my life hit. Trying to survive, we could not have a life shit. Even the flip with me, if I just a little bit. I'm trying to travel my bitch. This shit was bigger than that. And I got so many lives, this shit bigger than that. And I got so many bitches with the hook. So can you tell me what it costs to put your foot on the map? Probably had to speak on my mind. Then my head put a switch up on that bitch, make it line. I'm trying to switch up on the bitch, I know my time slip. You know when I was I'm a different bitch. Do this shit every day, so listen me. I make a plans like history, but it ain't shit to me. I say, I'm a different breed. Do this shit every day, so listen me. I make a plans like history, but it ain't shit to me. So many of my teeth and I have 10, if that's what I need. If I can keep fucking flying, working hard, bitches make me sick. Say that was supposed to be the I ran it up and double back to be the kid of the city. The reason is because that's not the artist, it really my season. That's weekend. I had to take some time and figure out why I was dreaming as I'm head first making it. That's like I'm sinking. But I'm thinking, get bread first, I'm sleeping. No bread frame, I'll be naked. My bread change was flaking. So many trials and tribulations. Felt like I was making it. Just kept my patience. So I'm coming, make it make sense. Make plans for your hands, for nonsense. Just make bread, keep bread, keep it. I'm coming, I can tell because I'm patient. I go through so much, but you won't let it get sentient. I just hold on and I stuff the wood until it's baked and it's fake. I'm so fun, I just put everything on my space and legs. I just get paid. I go through so much, but you won't let it get sentient. I just thought I was stuff the wood until it's baked. That's how I'm saying shit. This is what it takes to succeed. Bad bitch, feeling fuck with once and blood, just like MB. I'm not too tall, I make a call, my arms so easy to reach. They fuck these instrumentals, I wish that prayer heart had a beat. So many flips, I ain't gonna lie, you never heard me right. You know the street, I'm not gonna stop you like speed. See for shit, smell this motherfucker. Just keep praying for yourself. Make it right. See niggas change the fate of their lane, it don't surprise me. Drake up that life, my niggas plain, I wasn't crying. Niggas fat and sick, like these niggas from dying. Said no, coming back and tell me niggas hate. Holding my turn, this shit come like hard and patience. Know that I'ma die real, I wanna die fake. Got my moves and I stare right up in that face. And I'm not sorry, coming back and telling us I'm patient. I'm so much like I'm going to pay attention. Hey, yo, Ken, turn that up. What you know about that struggle? With cars and EBTs. I'm from the gutter, wasn't on Netflix, just DVDs. Me and my brother share that bunk bed like a B&B. No, he and me, but we still family, that's how it be. So don't get them for my sins, keep on running in. Don't believe in what other kids, they used to do. Going from school, there ain't no food, it's making no food. I used to wear my sister days, but don't feel bad face. The shower made a nigga go harder. Had to turn that shit to a habit. That's why I gotta have it. I'm gonna be happy. If anything, a nigga been down. I'm like, what's in my head? Really, I'm just trying to get through. I'm trying to be out. You know, the way you hear me. Honestly, I'm the way you feel me. 'Cause you live in the real me. Niggas make it hard. Truth be told, this shit gonna get hard. Where do we go? We ain't get no farther. Say, where do we run? We ain't no more. We ain't done. We ain't trying to hit the moon. Truth be told, it's time to lose. What you know about that struggling? Like with cars and EBT. I'm from the gutter, went on Netflix, just DVD. Me and my brother share that bunk bed like a B&B. No, he and me, but we still family, that's how it be. We're broken bones, just broken souls, bitch, that's how we be. I know I was my own, but bitch, that's all we need. Cause I know niggas in the camps be eating poker days. So I really need this band, don't need no second day. That's the shower, man, and nigga go hard. And then turn that shit to a hit. That's why I gotta have it. I'm gonna be happy. If anything, a nigga been down. My life was in my head. Please don't get it confused. Really, I'm just trying to get through. I'm tired of you. You know the way you hear me. Honestly, I'm the way you feel me. 'Cause you live in the real me.
Game time. Let's get it, MP. Get ready to light it up tonight.
You don't know just how it feels. I'ma try to go and get them pills. When you stack it up, this shit get real. My stick got to know just how it feels. So you don't know just how it feels. Maybe she not struggling, but she gon' pay the bills. Try you siblings hustling, they tryna get on bail. I'm gon' do it differently, say I'm gon' do it legal. Now you ride on different sides, it's not easy, easy, yo. Try to get money, cause I think easy. No, walk into the store, it's easy. Now my nigga going up like it's so great, so hey, you don't know, you don't know, I feel feels too. I said you don't know, I said you don't know, I said you don't know. I said you don't know how it feels to be me. You don't know how it feels in these streets. I said you don't know. You don't know how it feels in these streets. I said you don't know. I said you don't know. I said you don't know. I said you don't know how it feels to be me. You don't know how it feels in these streets. I said you don't know. You don't know. I said you don't know. Bitch, I feel like DJ Khaled, bitch, I win it, I feel like I ain't got it, bitch, I had it, I wanna double this. I feel like DJ Khaled, bitch, I win it, grind another one. Play like I ain't got it, if I had it, I wanna double it. And I ain't even stressing with my blessings in this double cup. But that double up, for sure, them niggas, they can't fuck up. Tryna be the niggas wanna get it, so my mama, I'm a star. She said, baby, I believe you, gotta show them who you are. And put you in the bleach, and I know this shit get hard. That ain't easy, I'm sorry. Play like I ain't got it if I had it, I ain't even stressing on my blessings in this double cup. That double up, show them niggas they can't fuck with me. Tryna be the niggas wanna get it, so I'm a star. Say, baby, I believe you, gotta show them who you are. Put you in the bleach, man, I know this shit get hard. I ain't easy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I ain't. No, we ain't scared, no, we ain't be I'm about to tell you how you know we be Yo, this on the end, she tryna leave with me. Okay, so I mean, let's take out what that's about. Yeah, she see my bank account. Okay, my bag got her hang us right around. I know she through. On my own, to the wall, I keep on moving. I'm trying to ball, no, like that you Coach's head, and everybody screaming motion, motion, motion. Nobody passed the ball when you trying to win it all. Really, I'm just trying to focus. I done seen it all. Gotta go through motion, motion, motion. I just stand tall, you know I can never fall. I've been trying to find my way. Hope you know it ain't easy. Praying every day. So much happens in the easy. If you leave, then you can stay. Got a trap house full of demons. You can cap out when I need it. You can pop out and bleed it. Make out being greedy. Bleed out being chased out for a reason. I told you it's our season, homie. I know you're feeling for it. But shit, you can't ignore it. Cause everybody in this bitch be screaming motion, motion, motion. Nobody likes the ball when you tryna win it all. I'm just tryna seen it all. My back is so hard. Always gotta go through motion, emotion, emotion. So I just stand tall. You know I can never fall. Be on some pokies, he gon' like hokey pokies. I feel like DJ Khaled, bitch, I win it, grind another one. Play like I ain't got it, if I had it, I wanna double this. I feel like DJ Khaled, bitch, I win it, grind another one. Play like I ain't got it, if I had it, I wanna double it. And ain't even stressing on my blessings in this double. But that double up, push them niggas, they can't fuck up. Tryna be the niggas wanna get it, so my mama, I'm a star. Said, baby, I believe you, gotta show them who you are. And put you in the bleach, and I know this shit get hard. I know that it ain't easy, I'm sorry. I'm bad, sorry, I know we ain't scared, no, we ain't be out here. You know we be out here. Yo, bitch on DNA, she tryna leave it. I don't know what she seeing me. I don't know my heart, been hella cold, but I keep it on. Can never break up in a focus, that's the G. This one of us, I wanna fuck, I hate repeating. Fuck away. DJ Khaled, bitch, I win and grabbed another way. Play like I ain't got it, if I had it, I would double up. I ain't even stressing. We're back with Plates as well on there. And now I'm feeding the lights through. I used the second to the last vent hole to pass. And putting it on the last vent. The only difference is on this side is that you have the internal hard drive. That side's complete. Last step is replace that faceplate cover, and then you're done. All right, the kit is installed. I'm using a battery pack so you guys can see the effects. There it goes. All in all, it came out looking pretty good. Easy to do. The only thing I noticed is that you can install it two ways. You can either install it on the side plate to get the effect, or you can install it on the PS5 itself as a permanent install. I didn't want to do it on the side plates because I also have the white side plates that if it was over, I change the colors or put decals on that one. I want to be able to switch them back and forth. The only downside with installing on the PS5 to get to the compartment for internal storage, you're going to have to basically peel the sticker up. Hello, welcome to the channel. That's going to fit in there. Is you get the top bit of the grill, the first hole, and you poke this down. Okay, so poke all the way through. And then press it down. Really easy. You put this on. It's really easy. It really is easy to put on, and then just give it a push. It will click in. Roll it over. Keep this USB out of the way. Get the plate out the bottom there because there's a few functions on and off. This button here, the curly arrow, this is the autoplay of the 29 effects. The arrow up, arrow down, I just cycle easy as you like, clicks in. There we go. Okay, then this USB down here, this plugs into one of the two USBs. Choose whichever one you want. Once it's all plugged in, grab your remote and pull the tab to get these going. And all importantly, the PS5's on. There we go. Okay, so it's going to cycle through the effects, or if I want to, press the up and I can cycle all these different effects. There's 29 effects. Or if you just wanted to cycle all through them, you press this one here and it will cycle through all of the effects. That was the really simple, but very effective. Hi Hi guys, they'll be installing the RGB LED strip kit from Extreme Ray. Details for this particular kit are in the description below, including purchasing links. So by default on a PlayStation 5, you've got an LED along this side, and as you're using it, it just remains in a single static color, which is white. Now this kit allows you to customize things, so it gets fitted inside this area on both sides, and you can alternate between different colors with this. And the cool thing about this one is you don't need an app or anything, just works directly off a remote control which comes in the packaging. The strip kit doesn't need any special wiring, so it connects directly via a USB connection into the back of your PlayStation 5. And just to show the LEDs on here, they're not waterproof, there's no requirement for that. Obviously it's all going to be used indoor. There's a sticky pad on the back of this. And as you buy this, it's probably worth testing it out initially anyway before you install it, just to make sure it's working. I'm not saying there'll be a fault on there, but before you go to all the effort, worth testing it out. So I've got a power bank here. If I plug this in, there you go. Simple as that to test this out, and that confirms it's working. Let's make a start at setting this up. So first of all, we need to take both the covers off on the side of the PlayStation. So that's a matter of just pulling up the corner there and pushing it downwards, and it just comes away. It's the same on the other side. You get an alcohol wipe with this, and that's just to remove any sort of dirt or grime that's around this location on both sides of the console. And then you've got a separate cloth just to wipe that down afterwards. Then give it a wipe down with the dry cloth. Flip the console over now, and do the same on this side, and wipe it down. Each LED fits into position like this. Now, the way this works, obviously, you've got a cable on the back of this. You need to feed it into the gap just over here on the side. The gap's just there. Make sure you're putting in the correct one. The way you'd know is the cable needs to come out onto the back of the PlayStation. So you've got the ports just over here, and I'll feed it into the gap here. There's a sticky pad on the back of the LEDs. We just need to peel that away and place these round sticky circles evenly along the strip to give it that extra adhesion onto the PlayStation. Now we can stick it down. We'll start in the corner over here. Just push it into position. Then we can use a plastic tool they've provided just to ensure the LEDs are tightly in position. That's it. That's firmly in position now. Let's flip over and do the same thing on the other side. So we just repeat the same thing on this side now. Now that the LEDs are fitted, probably worth testing them out one more time just to make sure it's all connected correctly. There you go. No issues on that side, and the other side's fine too. We can proceed with putting the covers back on. Now, one thing to note, just be careful with the cables at the side. You don't accidentally damage them. Just keep them out of the way as you put the covers back on. Same with the other side, make sure the cable's out of the way. I've stood up my PlayStation, and now we can just tidy up the wires just along the sides here. And then it can just be plugged in to one of the USB ports at the back. Doesn't matter which one you do, and that's it. It's ready to be connected up now. So I've plugged in my PS5. Now taking the remote control you get with the kit, just pull out the plastic tab at the bottom to activate it. Now, if I take my PlayStation controller and we turn on the PlayStation, there you go. The LEDs kick in straight away. So the first thing to note, it doesn't interfere with the existing lights that come on the top and bottom. You can see a subtle line coming through, the blue line on there, and in a moment it'll flip over to white. The effects kick in straight away. There's 29 different effects on this. And if I change the angle, just give you a better view of this. So with the remote control, you've got brightness levels. So if I click the minus, it takes it down to the minimal level. Very subtle changes on there, and then clicking the plus takes the brightness to the maximum. Now cycling through the different effects, you've got the arrows for that, and you've got the restart button to restart the effects from the beginning, and then you've got a power button there, so you can turn it off, so you don't have to pull out the cable at the back. Turn it back on again, hitting reset. There you go, that's the first effect. When we cycle through this, activate it. Now, if I take my PlayStation controller and we turn on the PlayStation, there you go. The LEDs kick in straight away. So the first thing to note, it doesn't interfere with the existing lights that come on the top and bottom. You can see a subtle line coming through, the blue line on there, and in a moment it'll flip over to white. The effects kick in straight away. There's 29 different effects on this. And if I change the angle, just give you a better view of this. So with the remote control, you've got brightness levels. So if I click the minus, it takes it down to the minimal level. Very subtle changes on there, and then clicking the plus takes the brightness to the. There you go. The LEDs kick in straight away. So the first thing to note, it doesn't interfere with the existing lights that come on the top and bottom. You can see a subtle line coming through, the blue line on there, and in a moment it'll flip over to white. The effects kick in straight away. There's 29 different effects on this, and if I change the angle, just to give you a better view of this. So with the remote control, you've got brightness levels. So if I click the minus, it takes it down to the minimal level. Very subtle changes on there. And then clicking the plus takes the brightness to the maximum. Now, cycling through the different effects, you've got the arrows for that, and you've got the restart button to restart the effects from the beginning. Then you've got a power button there. So you can turn it off. You don't have to pull out the cable at the back. Turn it back on again, hitting reset. There you go. That's the first effect. Let me cycle through this.
Great win tonight, MP. Good game, MP. After a season like that, it all feels kind of meaningless, right?
And there you have it. That's all the different colours you've got on there. And you've seen for yourself. Really impressed by this because it's so easy to fit. It was a little bit fiddly, taking those little round circle covers off to attach the sticky part on this. Other than that, really easy kit to fit. And you've seen for yourself. No complexity in this. There you go.
Keep this winning streak going.
Purchasing this, links in the description below. Purchasing links. If you're new to the channel, hope you can subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of my next release. And smash that like button as it really helps me out. Thanks for viewing. See you in the next one. That's it, it's dog. Niggas, they can't fall.
Objects in motion, stay in motion, as long as they move.